This is happening in KC Awesome Reviews. Today he's reviewing The Lion King, Disney's out of doubt best flick. So if you're a true Disney fan, you'll find yourself enjoying this. And this awesome review of The Lion King.
I'm on the mission, the powers and call me away. I'm on the time to carry the colors again. My motivation and no past one to defend. To win the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after we begin. I'm not the dark destroyer that's buried within. My true vocation and now my unfortunate friend. You will discover all while you're unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become
What is up, guys? It's me, KC. I review kids movies, kids shows, and today is a very special treat. We're gonna review The Lion King! Without a doubt, hands down, Disney's best film. In my opinion, anyway. But can you honestly blame me? The great characters, great song, great animation, great everything. I mean, it's almost a flawless movie. I say almost, but everything has their flaws, and Lion King is no exceptions, and we're gonna find those flaws. Let's get started, shall we? So our movie starts off with all the animals in the Savannah Plain celebrating the birth of Simba, the future king of the Pride Lands. And everyone's happy that the prince is born. Well, almost everyone, except for one, and Scar, who's the king's brother, whose name is Mufasa. And of course, Mufasa's not happy with him that he didn't came to the celebration of Simba's birth. And of course, Scar couldn't give two flying birds that he's born. In fact, he's kind of the opposite. He wanted to be king, but sadly he'll never get a chance to. Or would he? What I want to know is, why does Mufasa let Scar stay? I mean, he does not look like someone you could trust. Maybe he's an excellent judge of character like the Sultan from Aladdin? Oh, yeah. Excellent judge, sword. Not! Then Simba grew to be a lion cub, and Mufasa decided to teach him about his role as being the king of the Pride Lands and the Circle of Life. You see, the lions eat the antelope, and the lion dies, and the antelope eat the grass, and the Circle of Life is a way of life. Hey, yeah, that kind of makes sense in their world. It makes perfect sense. I mean, and think about it, the predators of the wild eat the prey, and one day the predators die and they become the grass. It makes perfect sense. Logical. Then Simba decided to go to see Scar, who he told that he's going to be king one day and he's going to rule it all. Scar, of course, is unenthusiastic. You are so weird, you have no idea. Anyway, Scar couldn't help but tell Simba about the elephant graveyard in the Outlands, which he's forbidden to go to. And of course, Simba would never disobey his uncle and father, would he? Would he? Yeah, he totally would. And also told him that evil plot from his uncle to take over as king. Of course, Simba disobeys his father, naturally. And brought on his best friend Nala, and of course, they almost got eaten by some hyenas. Shinzi, Banzai, and Ed. I love these guys. But thankfully, Zazu was there and was able to inform Mufasa what was going on, and Mufasa swooped in and saved the cubs. But he's not too happy that Simba disobeyed him, and he had to go teach him a lesson. Of course, they had a little talk, and they eventually reconciled. Oh, and Mufasa told Simba that he'll always be there for him, even in the stars. He'll always watch over him. One of my favorite scenes in the movie. It shows a dynamic relationship between a father and son. It's really nice, you know, knowing someone's up there watching over you. and making sure that life is okay for you. I know the feeling. Anyways, it turns out the hyenas are indeed in league with Scar, who plans to take over the Pride Lands after killing Mufasa and Simba. Now, this is a really good plan that's coming up right now. Imagine big shock, Scar's the villain! Who would have seen that coming? Scar's first plan to have Simba sit in a canyon and to practice his roar, and also for a big surprise for him and Mufasa, sort of a father-son thing. Then have his hench hyenas start a wildebeest stampede, and of course we get the famous wildebeest stampede scene. And oh my goodness, is the stampede scene glorious. I mean, wow. The wildebeest going down the canyon, and that was massive on the big screen when I saw it as a kid. I mean, the score, the everything, wow, was it amazing. Of course, we get Scar's most iconic scene in the movie. As we see Mufasa, after saving Simba, climbing up the wall of the canyon, and with his brother Scar above him, and we get this famous moment. With Scar planting his claws firmly in Mufasa's paws, uttering those 4 famous words. Long live the king. And the horrific childhood flashbacks come flowing back in. Yep, Mufasa dies in the wildebeest stampede. Ooh. Wow. So I remember how that felt. Ew. Then Scar made Simba believe Mufasa's death was his fault, and told him to run away and never return. He then sent his hyena henchmen to kill Simba, but of course Simba escapes. I guess this is what happens when you send a hyena to do a lion's job. Then after that, Simba was found and adopted and raised by Timon and Pumbaa, a warthog and a meerkat, who are my favorite characters in the movie. I mean, they're like Abbott and Costello, Penn and Teller, and raised Simba as their own. How nice. Then years later, when Simba grew to adulthood, he was reunited with Nala. And of course, the two fall for head over heels for each other. Do lions have heels? I don't know. Then Simba was met by Rafiki the Mandrill, who's also a witch doctor. A witch doctor Mandrill. What a guess. Anyway, he was telling him about how Mufasa lives in him. And of course, we see Mufasa's giant cloud ghost and told him that he must take his rightful place as king of the Pride Lands. And this is my major gripe with the movie. It's my older one, but it's a major one. It didn't stop me from enjoying this film, but still. Why didn't Mufasa told Simba that Scar was the one who killed him? Did he forget that when he died? Hello? How come Mufasa never told Simba that? I mean, it wasn't to teach him a lesson? I don't know. Yes, that's my only major gripe, but thankfully what comes next makes up for it. Simba, Nala, Timon, and Pumbaa went back to the Pride Lands and take it back. And with Timon and Pumbaa distract the hyenas with a hula dancing. That's funny. During the fight, Simba found out that Scar was the one who killed Mufasa. And of course, tried to take him out for doing so. Oh, and Scar tried to put the blame on the hyenas. How much are you gonna bet that's gonna bite him in the tail? And of course we get to my favorite scene in the movie. The climactic fight between Simba and Scar. And it is glorious! The animation, the fight choreography, the flames, everything. It is so amazing. Whoa! It took me by its way every time I see it. Eventually, Simba defeated Scar, and Scar met his end at the paws of his own hyena henchman. The irony is delicious. I got $50! It did bite him in the butt at the end. But we get a really good happy ending. And one of my favorite happy endings. Simba taking his rightful place as king of the Pride Lands. And then married Nala and had their own bouncing baby cub. who one day will also be ruler of the Pride Lands one day. A little segue to Lion King 2 Simba's Pride. The movie is amazing. Did I say more? But I need to first talk about the characters before I close out, and the songs, of course. Simba and Nala were really great characters, one of my favorite Disney romantic couples, and Simba alone is one of my favorite main characters. Nala, one of my favorite female Disney characters. Rafiki is a pretty good old wise sage who helps Simba out, and, well, he's a pretty good character himself. Mufasa is a pretty good character himself. And, well, he's voiced by James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader. How can you go wrong with him? Sarabi, Simba's mother, didn't play an important role, but I still like her. She was a pretty cool character. Zazu, the king's major domo, is a pretty hilarious character himself. I mean, he and Simba and Nala, when they're cubs, have hilarious chemistry right there. And Hakuna Matata, Timon and Pumbaa were amazing character sidekicks. I mean, you wondered why they got their own spin-off show and spin-off movie? Next, the villain henchmen Shinzi, Banzai, and Aid. Now, these are really nasty hyenas. You do not want to meet in an African safari. Last and certainly not least, Scar. Now, he is one of my favorite Disney villains. Hands down, no comparison. This guy is amazing. And the reason I like this movie so much, well, lions have always been my favorite animals. So you can understand my bias. And no, I'm not going to be one of those guys who keeps comparing Lion King to Kimba the White Lion. It's been kind of plagued to death these days. And the songs, the songs, I love them all. Circle of Life I further enjoy because, well, they've been taking inspiration from African culture. I mean, wow, the lyrics are just amazing! And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just can't wait to be king. I like it. It wasn't my favorite out of the movie, but it was still pretty good. Be Prepared was awesome. My favorite villain song, bar none. Awesomeness. Hakuna Matata? I love it. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It's a problem. Can You Feel the Love Night? Oh, one of my favorite romance songs of all time. And, well, these two lines are thoroughly in love. I can tell. I was a Lion King. Wow, what a fun and amazing ride this was. I mean, can you blame me for liking this film so much? I mean, yowza. The songs, the music, the animation, the choreography, everything. Oh, joyous of joy. Am I being overly enthusiastic about the film? Maybe. But can you honestly blame me? I mean, this is that good of a movie. And well, it deserves a 10 out of 10. No. A 15 out of 10. It's that good. It's that amazing, and I'm running out of things to say about it. I mean, it's that good. Yeah. And well, its spin-offs and sequels ain't too bad either. And well, yowza. Boy, do I love me some Lion King. Check it out if you're a true blue Disney fan. So there guys, and see you all next time. Farewell, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt.